the upside, right? So typically the dollar is strong, right? And we only want to be buying it to that level, right? I only want to be buying the dollar up to this buy side liquidity, right? Want to see price take this buy side liquidity and create a break or structure to the upside, right? These are possible break of structure right there. But now when we come to the 4-hour time frame, what can we see, right? Price moves, it creates an impulsive move, price comes to balance it, create an impulsive move, and price is coming to balance it right there. So what I normally do when I come to my 4-hour time frame is to know what price is doing at the current moment. Yes, price is generally bullish, we are in an uptrend, no negotiation, no up or down, we are in an uptrend, and we want to see price come to this, let me name it, demand zone, and then we will continue with the buy, right? Take this possible break of structure to the upside. But now what is price doing at this time when I'm watching it? Price is doing the pullback, right? This is the pullback, or this is the retracement down to this level before we continue with the uptrend. So what do we have on this retracement? This was the last break of structure, that internal break of structure now, right? That price gave me internal break of structure. This was the external break of structure. Now we are doing the internal structures. We have two types of structures: external structures and internal structures. External structures, those are the ones that give us that continuation move of the trend of the market. If price is in an uptrend, external structures gives us a signal when price is finally ready for that external move to continue. But internal structures tells us when the pullback is happening and when that pullback has come to an end. For instance, this is a bearish break of structure. What do we expect when price has created a break of structure? We expect it to do a retracement and then continue in that direction, right? So this is my 4-hour swing high now, internal swing high. I don't want to see price go above that, and this is my internal swing low, right? This is my internal swing low right there. So this my internal buy side liquidity and my internal sell side liquidity, or my possible break of structure, and that's because we are expecting price to come down to this level. So literally, internal structures we are selling, the internal structures are selling. Now when I have marked my buy side and my sell side, the next thing I want to do is to find possible areas of liquidity, right? Which liquidity that market is targeting at that range between my dealing range. Now this is my dealing range, right? My intraday dealing range, this one. This is now my swing dealing range. From this level up to this level is my swing range. Once price comes here and it gives me what I want to see, or it gives me a signal like confirmation, and then from here we can just swing. But now here, this is what price is doing at the current moment, and that's what we want to utilize. And then so the next thing I want to do is to look at my liquidity, what price may be targeting. And for me to do that, I always mark my previous day high and my previous day low, or the equal highs and the equal lows. Those are the two main types of liquidity that I normally intend to identify before I take any trade. So for that instance, this is my previous day high, right there, previous day high, and then I have my previous day low, right there, which that I guess price has taken it out. and that's a very significant sign. Previous day low, perfect, nice, right? My previous day high and my previous day low have been, my previous day low has been taken out, but my previous day high has not been taken, right? So the next thing I do is to just identify my supply or demand zones, right? As we can see, this internal structure is bearish, right? And that's because it has given us a bearish breakout structure. When it's bearish, it just typically says that sellers are in control of the market, or supply is stronger than demand. In that case, I want to see price respecting my supply and violating my demands, right? So for this instance, I want to mark my demand, not my demand but my supply. You can just use this whole candle, see this black candle, but it's too large for me. I just want to mark using the pivot candle, right? Mark this as my supply zone, right, where the sellers came into the market and overwhelmed the buyers, hence pushing price to the downside. So what I want to see is price to come to this my supply zone and then continue to the downside, something like this. We have already taken our previous day low, right? So there is high chances that price may continue to take up this previous day high, and if it does that, that's one checklist ticked, and I want to see it tap to my supply zone, my second tick, and then from here now I can see what price is showing me for me to trace it to the downside up to this level or somewhere there, before now our external structures or our swing structures take back control of the market to push it up to that level and create the next breakout structure, right? So this is what I want to see. Let's take this previous day high to my supply and let's give me something like that. Alright, that's typically what I love to see happening in the market, right? So basically what you need to understand is that you have to understand what price is doing, what the market is showing you, and what stories behind it, right? So for some people, they may decide not to trade this because this is a counter trend. You're just trading against the overall trend. But me, I just find it also cool to trade, right? You can trade it, but some people may argue that that's going against the trend. Alright, you can just wait your price to get to this demand zone, and then you can just continue buying with the trend. Alright, so basically you have to understand the market narrative. Are we in a continuation or is price doing the pullback? If you want to catch the continuation move, then you have to wait price to come to this demand zone, and then you can catch your continuation move. But now we are doing the pullback. At this point, price is doing the pullback, and I strongly expect that this DXY is going to be weak for some time up to this level, and then this is the possible area that we may want to see DXY gaining strength and pushing up